Salutations, my fellow dandies. It's me, Jack Dandy, and we're back in One Piece Odyssey. It's been a week. Yeah, my original plan for today was to start much earlier and try and basically knock the rest of this game out in one sitting. And then I remembered, I realized I hadn't, I was supposed to, in between last week and this week, do all of the optional missions and all of the side missions and memories and stuff. I forgot to do that. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just do that real quick. That won't take very long, and then we'll play. And now it's 8 p.m. So we might not finish it in one sitting, unfortunately. But if we can get to the end of Marineford, I think that will be acceptable. And then maybe I'll do an extra stream tomorrow to finish it off. I mentioned this. I think I did mention it last week. It's hard to tell how much of this game has got left, because if I look at full play videos, it looks like I've got maybe 8 hours of this game left. But they fast forward so much of it, it's hard to kind of tell without spoiling the game for myself too much. So we shall just have to find out. But yes. I have been back through Alabasta and Eni's lobby, and I'm going to talk to Adio. Oh. I mean, he's only over there, we could just yell. Fine. So yeah, I've been back through, I've done all of the side content, all of the side stories. Still haven't got a single treasure chest key. I don't know where you get them from. I tried Googling it, and this game's too new still. And the only thing I said, well, you get it from one side mission, but that's about it so far. So I think they're end game content. I can't believe I'm not doing voices. Let's go. So we've done 2 ruins, we've done 2 memory squares, cubes, and we're now heading towards the ice block ruins, and then to the next memory cube. So the last dungeon was actually quite big. So I don't know whether... I mean, again, they could have just skipped over quite a lot in the videos that I saw. And then maybe there is still 20 hours of this game left. Which is a little awkward, because I decided to play Dead Space next week because the remake comes out on Friday. I was umming and ahhing about playing Forspoken or Dead Space, and I finally tried out the Forspoken demo, and I decided I don't think I like this game enough to buy it at launch. So Dead Space it is. Kind of I think demos are generally a good thing, but yeah, that demo was definitely backfired a little bit, I think. Okay, so there's the Ice Colossus. Hopefully this one isn't as tedious to get through. I say it was tedious. It was an okay dungeon. It just took a while. I mean, when you first explored the interior, you just literally opened the door. Yeah, I want to see Zoro slash a waterfall. Oh, that is actually our plan. Okay. I'm down with this. I also need to find 2 tablets. And... So, one of the other things is we've been coming across loads of bridges over the course of the game. And I did try and go back and fix all of the bridges. But... Oh, he's actually going to try. He's actually going to... Oh, that's embarrassing, Zoro.
残撃が飲み込まれちまった。
何か特殊な水のような巨像に関係あるのかしら。
何これ、冗談でしょ。
アディオ、お前の能力でなんとかなんねえか。
さすがにこれは無理だ。
Stop trying to cheat and just do the dungeon properly.
とりあえず他の場所を探索してみましょうか。
よし、探検だ。
Yeah, so there's a couple of broken bridges that Frankie needs to explore.
何かあるの？
But
さて。
there we go. He needs. Starting off good. Got a rare achievement. To be fair, I say I got a rare achievement already. Most of the achievements in this game are rare. It's actually really interesting how many people have bought this game compared to how many people have done anything in it. And like after a week, you kind of think most people who would have bought the game would have played it for quite a bit, but apparently not. Like a lot of the achievements are still rare, which means that less than 10% of people have done them. Yeah, pretty key. Thanks, One Piece Odyssey. I probably could have. I mean, it's nice of you to show me a picture, show me a door. I mean, it is over there, I suppose. But I could have figured that out, that it was a key for a door eventually. Anyway, yeah, Frankie needs parts to build the bridges, and annoyingly, I don't think they unlocked until you've built. I don't think you can start getting the bridge parts. I should probably fight the enemies here just to get them on my, I don't know, Monsterpedia. It's one of those things. I don't really need to fight these things, but should probably swap Sandy out. Oh, can I not swap him out? Dang it. Alright, well. I'll swap him out after this match. We'll get... I should probably get Frankie and Robin in, because they're both under-leveled slightly, which I only just noticed. I don't know if having them on the team... I don't know if it's like a Pokemon situation where having them on the team means they get more XP. I do like the alligator design though, where they've just gone, do you know what, we're going to... There we go. We're just gonna keep swapping the fruit round. I mean, yeah, it's an easy fix, you know, in terms of like coming up with lots of different enemy designs. It's smart. Although they do that quite a lot, because the bats just change the metal they're made out of, and the monkeys just change their hat. Always gotta check behind. Ah, so
なんだか
I'm guessing the waterfall has now frozen solid. Yeah, there we go. And we can now zip off the icicles.
見ろ滝がなくなってやがる
Oh, okay. Well, it didn't. I thought the waterfall would be completely frozen, but
どういうことだ
そこら中につららが垂れてるわね。道理で寒いと思ったわ。
これってさっきの装置が関係してんのかな。
おそらくなそれでどうする厄介な滝はなくなったようだが
じゃあ先に進むぞ
oh, I did. One thing I did unlock during the side quests and stuff. Most of the stuff I've unlocked during the side quests has been. I mean, it's okay. It's like a couple of items and stuff, and a lot of cubes. The big part of the reason I wanted to do them all is because the bounties don't unlock for the next memory cube until you do all the bounties for the previous level. And there are some side quests that carry over as well. So I figured, well, if I do them as I go, I could try and actually just pick up the bounties this time. Because I completely missed the bounties last week. And had to do them all off stream. They're not that they're incredibly interesting fights or anything, although there's a couple of, I don't know, fun fights. Okay. So can she flip the dugongs?
みんないっぺんに行くぞ
She can, but not in a way that helps. But yeah, one of the things I did unlock from playing from doing the side missions is I got Brooke's traveling costume. I don't know why all of the other costumes are DLC, but for some reason Brooke's pre-time skip costume is one that you unlock in the game. For whatever reason. For whatever reason.
よし飯にしようどっかに肉ねえの
Also, the achievements kind of give away how little you actually get Brooke for this game. So there's achievements for getting memory cubes for each character. And they're like, for Luffy, it's like, get 60 memory cubes. And for Nami, it's like, get 40 memory cubes. And it just because she has fewer attacks. And then you go through it all, and for Brooke, it's get 6 memory cubes. It's like, oh, you really do just have Brooke for like the last... I think the last memory fragment, and the final boss. Basically, it's very, very short. I don't know why either. Like, there's really no reason for you not to have had Frankie and Brooke for the rest of the game. It's just, yeah. There's a lot of weird choices with the story in this one. That I just wish they had gone... I just wish they'd done differently.
どうやらこの場所が
ここの遺構は状態変換を研究していたみたい。水を液体から固体に瞬時に変える技術。
瞬時にこのとんでもねえ量の水を一瞬で凍らせたっていうのかよ
これがはるか昔の技術だっていうんだからワフルドには驚かされるばかりね。
どんどん進むぞおあそこの扉中に入れそうだ
ああ中にはこの遺構の巨像がいるはずだ
So there's a one of the monkeys, the nice monkeys that like merchants and stuff, that translates the tablets for you. And they just basically confirmed things that we pretty much knew, which was stuff like... basically, the general gist is that this used to be a this was a sky island, and they were experimenting with weather. There we go. Yeah, they were basically doing weather experiments like where the area was, and all of this is maybe not that insidious, and it's just weather experiments that have been left to sort of go bad. I don't quite know what the Colossus are about. They haven't really explained that yet. So maybe there is some insidiousness. Am I allowed to go on? I'm allowed to run around on the ice. Man, they're really giving me the cue. Like, that's a whole move in one go there for Zoro. So I'm looking for the tablets, but... Thinking about it, the sand temple wasn't actually that bad. Most of it was getting that stupid crab at the start. Okay. Dang it. I thought this was going to be an ice temple, and it's actually an ice and water temple. Okay, so I cannot get... there's nothing to grab onto, so I can't... Once while it's in water state, I can't leave. So let's leave it in ice state for now, because that was the... Yeah. And then let's just check all 4 rooms out and... see which ones need... Oh, there's a Yusa. Dace's crown. Yeah, go on then. Let's have 6 million berry now as well. So, I got quite a bit of cash to throw around. The bounties start paying. I think the last bounty I did gave me 700,000, and they're not hard. They are. All right, so this one might need to be. Okay. It'd be cool if, I mean, I don't think that will be the case, but it'd be cool if they have you use one of the like characters like Zoro or someone who can swim to do some underwater puzzles. I don't think they'll bother, but this would also be a good temple to have Brook, because he can run on water. Alright, so that needs a key. But this is frozen, so I can get up there. Oh yeah. There must be a trick to it. Is it that I have to press this button? Is that the trick to it? Oh, no, okay. That would be quite easy. So I guess it only works when everything's liquid? Like, if the other one worked by sand flowing, then this one surely works by water flowing. You know, water, the original sand. Doors. I feel like I'm okay level-wise, that I don't need to really worry too much about grinding on fights too much. Normally my RPG brain would be like, well, if I fight every enemy at least once, that should put me kind of in the right path. But doing the side content has... So where does this go? Because the last lift took us to the exit. This is not the exit. Alright, we have to beat up the bird. We have to beat up the bird. Oh yeah, Usopp's definitely the right character to have for this level. Sanji too, probably as well, because of the. Yeah, in fact, I might swap Robin out for Frank. Well, actually, I suppose it's fine. Maybe until the boss, because his attacks do fire damage as well. Red key. So do I need one red key for each red keyhole, or does one red key sort of cover all bases? You'd hope that a sophisticated ancient civilization would be able to create keys that work more than once, but you never know. But yeah, this has given me an appetite to play, and maybe it's mean to say this, but a proper JRPG. This hasn't quite... I'm enjoying this, obviously, but I think I'm enjoying it more because it's One Piece than because I'm enjoying it, you know? So I feel like... Oh, that's this door. Okay. So this needs to be ice again before I can... Did I... Yeah, you can see the red doors on the maps. Yeah, I'm enjoying this, I think, more because it's One Piece than because it's actually good. I think if it wasn't for One Piece, I probably wouldn't have played this far. The combat system's okay, but it just hasn't evolved much over the course of the game. And so... yeah, it's just a bit...
がに答える
Wait, what room did we start in? Was it the big room at the bottom there? I think maybe so.
下に行けばいいんだよな。
ルフィ、油断すんなよ。何が潜んでるかわからねえからな。
Okay. So we have to turn. We have to turn the ice off from this side. I think to do that room. And I bet the ice colossus is down that hall.
なんだここ。どうやって進むんだ。
落ち着けって。よく見りゃ天井につららがあるぜ。
So what happens if the icicles didn't conveniently form in such a way that we could move across the ceilings? Or what happens if the people exploring these ruins don't have a man with magical stretching arms? What was the ancient Skypians? I think Skypians is the right word. Plan for people navigating this this dungeon then. Like, it's fine, they can use grappling hooks or something to get around, I don't know. They can... I don't know, they can just jump real high.
着いた。先進むぞ。
They've got options, they've got options.
なんだまたあの装置があるじゃねえか。
この先がどうなってるのかわからないから氷と水どっちの状態にすればいいのか迷うわね。
Yeah, that makes a solid point. That... Well, I need a blue key to open that door. That much is clear.
ねえ、
Oh,
ロビンは寒くないの？
私もちろん寒いわよ。
God. If no Robin and Amy start getting properly cold, things could get dangerous. Those things could already take someone's eye out, let alone with hardened points on the end of them.
お、リフト発見。
Okay, so I do need ice. I do need water. I've been looking at like choices in terms of like actually what to play if I want to play a JRPG. I don't know whether I'll stream it. It might just be something I do on my own. Although, man, I still got. So it all comes down boils down to time. So the reason I don't play more JRPGs is just because of time. They're so long. Even if you like dedicate like big chunks of a day to them to try and knock them out quickly, it still takes a while. Like, you think of a good 70-hour RPG, even if I did 10 hours a day, it's still, once a week, that's still 7 weeks. So yeah, it's difficult to just find the time to play it. I got God of War that sat there going, look, I was one of the best games that came out last year. You really liked the first one. Why won't you play me? And it's like, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But it's just like, whenever I've got a free minute, I either play Midnight Suns, or I just... Well, recently I've been doing the side stories in this.
恨んで
何をしよってんだアディオ。
まあ見てな。こっちだ。この足場の下に別の足場がある。
おいアディオ、今のは何だ？お前の能力、生きたものはつかめねえんじゃなかったか？
掴んでるわけじゃねえ。今のはソルメンテ。俺のコテコテの出来損ないの技さ。自我の弱い者の心を掌握して、そいつの見たり聞いたりした情報を共有できる。まあ心を握る技さ。もっとも鳥や動物程度ならこの通りだが、自我の強い者には弾かれちまうがな。
なんだよ。便利なのかどうかわかんねえな。
I mean, that's pretty useful.
だから出来損ないの
Being able to control a bird and like use it to scout ahead and fly around and stuff is really useful. But yes, again, the fact that he was like, oh well, it makes me think that he was trying not to reveal that card to us. And I think Robin is understandably suspicious of him. As should we all be. Because again, I'm pretty sure he's the bad guy. Oh, it's an XP penguin.
よし、かかってこい。ゴムゴムのガトリンだ。
行くぞ。俺についてこい。必殺機動よし。
Ooh. I'm starting to get close. There's an achievement for doing a certain amount of damage in one shot. And there's also objectives for doing it as well. And getting up there. I think it's like I think it's over 9,000. It's interesting. Like, it looks like the one below Water 7. It's like, okay, is it reusing assets or is it some sort of indication? Well, is it that the memories are using technology to sort of fill in the gaps, or is it just reusing assets, or is it some indication that the sewers of Water 7 were built by the Skyperians? Wait, I'm really confused about which room we're in, just because. Right, well, this is a red door key. We have the key for this. Like, all the rooms are like so. This. Okay, no, we haven't been in here because of Alright. We'll turn this on first. We should freeze the path behind us. Can we not go down there? There's an enemy down there. I guess not. So... Okay, that didn't accomplish anything. I can at least get the treasure chest in this room, but... Why put enemies down there if I can't get to them? I mean, I say I can get to the treasure chest in this room. I thought there'd be an icicle that I could latch onto. It doesn't seem to be the case. How do I... Oh, do I just send Chopper in here? Maybe this hole would have been blocked. Yes, let's go with this hole would have been blocked with water if I hadn't froze it, and so we can justify using the a little bit. There we go.
Yes.
So yeah, that new Tales of Arise is a firm contender, because I think they got pretty good scores in terms of. Let me have a look. I think Tales of Arise did all right. Yeah, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Yeah, Metacritic. Yeah, 87 out of 100. That's a pretty good score as far as RPGs go. It's surprising it didn't come up more. It came out last year, didn't it? Was it the year before? It was 2021. I was going to say, I'm surprising it didn't come up in more Game of the Year lists, but that'll be why, because it came out the year before. So, that one also has the advantage because it came out the year before. I can get it quite cheap now as well. Like, literally, when I googled it, it said it was 60% off of Steam, so... I imagine if I hold out, I can probably get it... Oh! Hi! It's one of these guys. This is one of those guys in the, wearing the dinosaur suits that we encountered before. And we know it's a guy wearing a dinosaur suit, because this works. It's like, what is she grabbing onto, if not the guy inside the suit? Oh, I should also point out, this is important, this is... important lore correction. So last time, I talked about how Rob Lucci and... Yeah, so this is... I should point this out as like an important lore correction. I said last time, because we tried to grab Rob Lucci and... Wait, it's weak to... No, let's use that. We tried to use grab on Rob Lucci and on Kaku. And we knew that Kaku and Rob Lucci can't use Haki. So I was like, okay, well, they've got no... They're not Logia users. They're both Parmesan and Zone Fruit. No, they're both Zone Fruit users, even. So they've got no way to. They can't use hackies. They've got no way to defend their nads. So I guess they must be nadless. But I forgot they've got Tekai, which is basically hacky, armament hacky, but isn't. But yes, they've got Tekai, so that's the explanation. Robin can't grab Rob Lucci and Kaku's balls because they've Tekai'd them. This is good. This is good. Like I said, we're putting together a list of who does and doesn't have unprotected balls, and the implications of those characters that don't have them. What exactly that means for that character. Well, here's one of the little tablets. I think there's 2 in this dungeon, because yeah, collect 2 tablets, so there's one more. I think the other one will be with the Colossus. It is weird that Robin can decipher those, but she can't decipher the ones on the smaller tablets. Like, why would they write them in different languages?
面白そうね。もう少し聞かせて。
観測と実験、それもかなり高度な。ただそのどれもが実際に空の上で実験しないとわからないような内容なの。
内海で見た風車もウェザリア式のものだったわ。
四方の塔にあった研究資料にもワフルドは空から落ちてきたと書かれていた。つまりワフルドはかつて空にあって気象の研究をしていた空島だったと考え。
驚きだわ。ハレダスさんは知っているのかしら。
So again, just some more stuff on this being a sky island that fell out of the sky. So that's where we need to go. I should probably spend some of these cube fragments. I've been picking up quite a lot. Yeah, Luffy's got 4, so I can finish Gun Bullet. Oh yeah, and there we go. And there's Bazooka. Robin still has none. It's unfortunate. Let's get Wagyu and Pound. And now he's got more than she can use, and Robin. I'm not saying this game's playing favourites, but so where does this take us? Oh, we're back at the start. Wait. Could I? Hang on. What? I'm very confused. This room wasn't. How did we not get into this? There was a red. Okay, let's just crack on. Maybe I just didn't come in this room. Like, I'm pretty sure I could have got into that room from the room we were in, and I just didn't. So. Okay, cool. I'll be honest, this dungeon wasn't quite as clever as I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a lot of, like, going back and forth and resetting the water level and freezing it at different heights. And it was just pretty much just, nah, just kind of proceed in the only directions you're allowed to go. And then press the button at the end of the corridor. Hey, here we go. I thought I was getting close on that one. Okay, so that's Zoro's unique field move achievement accomplished. Annoyingly, Sanji has one as well, and I've been ignoring Sanji's because just honestly getting the cube meats isn't as useful. Not getting the cube meats, getting the I like that even Luffy's like, no, but you know I could hit that from here, yeah? And Luffy's like, and Usopp's like, no, this is me, this is my one, stop it. Can you get the cube though? Yeah. Okay, so water level's up. Then we go to the other side and we freeze it. Yeah, but yeah, I've kind of not been bothering with Sanji's ones because I just feel like I can buy all the ingredients I need. I don't really need to pick up Sanji stuff. So I'm hoping I'm not going to get to the end of this and have to like run back through every level with Sanji to try and find all his friggin' ingredients just to get the achievement. Hey, salutations, Stratus. Good to see you again. We are doing a everyone's favorite thing in any video game, a water dungeon. Pretending to be an ice dungeon. It's as exciting as it sounds. Oh, hang on. The camera's turned around. I've now lost my bearings. Is this the right way? I think this is the right way. Hungith indeed. Nope, I have just gone back the way that I came. Okay, camera, work with me here. Straight line, please. Here we go. It's fighting me. It's really fighting me. It makes me yeah, I was going to say, I feel like there's definitely going to be something back here. Let's see, I got some of that golden jelly. Slap it on a couple of slices of white with some golden peanut butter. Mmm. Alright. I'm hoping the other tablet I need is behind the Colossus. Otherwise, I've missed it. Which is annoying, because it means I have to go and find it later. The last one was behind the Colossus. So I'm hoping that it is the case this time as well.
Yes.
I feel like Luffy's little straw flip-flops wouldn't offer this much grip. Ah, dang it, wouldn't. I don't see it. So let's hope it's there when I beat this thing up. Alright, well I have 4...
対抗するには熱か。ということは
Yeah, I have 4 people who can use fire attacks. So this works out quite nicely.
そうすりゃ車湯の氷漬けの出来上がりだ。ああ？バカにしてんのかクソ剣士。
Well, Zoro should really use some. Zoro should really use some fire attacks as well, thinking about it. Luffy doesn't have his fire attacks yet. So maybe I should swap... I should swap Zoro out. Because, yeah, Luffy's weak against this one anyway. Maybe I could do a Gum Gum Dragon Fire Pistol Twister Star. Yeah, let's just do it just because I unlocked this off stream. That did not do a lot of damage. That did not do a lot of damage. Yeah. That did like more than double the amount of damage on his own. Right, just one quick check. Right, no balls, so let's swap out. Let's get Sanji in. That was kind of lame, actually. I think Frankie and Usopp are going to be the... Yeah, they're going to be the linchpins here. Maybe just put... Maybe swap Luffy out with Chopper? Oh no, is Chopper... is he frozen? Oh, okay. Well... I mean, honestly, one more hit from Usopp should kill it. So it's not like I need... Yeah, like, I could sort of swap them out. Oh no, he's got no TP. Oh. My hubris. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Sanji, you are going to give Usopp an apple. And it doesn't matter that the 3 of you got wiped out. Oh wait, but I get XP for beating it with Luffy. Awkward. Okay. Alright, what do I have? What do I have? I was just gonna... I mean, maybe I should just take the hit on the XP. But it is a lot of XP. So I've got a Banana Gator Pie, which knocks out. And I've also got a Golden Jelly, which revives. Have I really only got... Screw it, I'm going to take the hit on the XP. There's too much of a risk of this thing one-shotting Usopp. Yeah, look at my boy Usopp! Celebrating all on his own. The true hero. Yeah, that's a lot of XP that I kind of lost out on there, but... so just a little bit of grinding I need to do later on. It's fine. It's not like I have to get every character to level 70 or anything.
れは政府の取り決めだ。従ってもらおう。
どうだった？
説明もない命令には従えんと言い張りおった。
だが出すしかあるまい。
Yeah, I figured they were gonna build up towards a Buster call.
神の息吹は惜しいが仕方ないだろう。
どうかしたのか、アディオ。
いや、この席が少し気になってな。
なんだよ、ロビンだけじゃなくお前もこんなぐっちゃぐっちゃした文字が好きなのか？
悪くない趣味だろ。
そういや、お前もぐちゃぐちゃの文字を書き込んでるもんな。
文字？ああ、この入れ墨のことか。
全然違う感じのやつだけど、エースも背中に書いてたんだ。
俺のは一族に受け継がれてきた文様でもあるからな。魂のようなものさ。打ち勝ちたいもの、守り抜きたいもの、何でもいい。絶対に曲げられないことの証明ってやつだ。
エースは白ひげのおっさんのドクロだったな。
そうか。つまりはそういうことかもな。
魂のようなものか。いいな、アディオ。かっこいいぞ。
そう思うか。
ああ、気に入った。
Oh, he's so surprised that Luffy thinks he's cool. I mean, I think he's lame, but Luffy's got no reason not to. Ah, don't teleport me out of the dungeon. I haven't. Ah, all right, fine. I'll go back and get the stuff I missed off stream. Dang it, I was.
よし、もう少しだ。力を。
I feel like I did probably miss like a couple of rooms as well.
メモリアキューブってあんなに安定しないものなの？どういうこと？時々制御できないようになるの？あなたの感情が反映されてるとも考えられるけど、そこまでおかしな状態になるとは思えないわ。そう。
I forgot that she was talking to a mysterious voice. Maybe that's the divine breath that's talking.
不安を抱えているみたいね。本当にいいの？あなた自身、自分のしていることが正しいと思えないのでしょう。でも、アディオにも大切な人たちが。まだ時間はある。よく考えて。寝てしまったわ。
Oh, is she inside the pearl?
どうだ、そっくりだろう。こいつはある一族に伝わる文様だ。かつては空島にあって。
He's got one of those on his arm as well.
一族さ。わかるか？俺とお前は。
Oh, that's what he's talking about.
本
当？ああ。しかも俺たちだけじゃねえ。海の向こうで大勢の一族が待っている。この島は俺たちの故郷なんだよ。
なぜその人たちはここに来ないの？
妨害に遭ってるからさ。このワフルドを守る力が働いているために到達することができないんだよ。
力？
隠すなよ。神の息吹と名付けられた遺跡さ。安心しろ。別に壊そうってんじゃない。しばらく俺が操れるようにするだけだ。一族をこの島に帰還させるため、神の息吹の嵐による妨害を止めなければならないからな。
Hey, salutation Stone.
神の息吹を起こすには
Not much with me. What's up with you?
4つの巨像を倒す必要がある。だが巨像を自ら破壊しちまうと敵対者と認識され、支配者の資格を失う。
ええ、そうね。
もうすぐこのワフルドに一筋縄じゃいかねえ海賊がやってくる。そいつらをうまく利用して4つの巨像を倒したい。リム、 協力してくれるな。
I mean, yeah,
アディオが正しいことを
Adio's.
しているもの、きっとルフィも許してくれる。
Adio is definitely 100% the bad guy. And he's like, yeah, look, all my mates are hanging out, right? All you need to do is relinquish control, destroy all the guardians of the island, and lower the and turn off the power protecting the island, and all of my friends can come here. And she's like, oh, yay! It's like, oh, poor, sweet, naive Lim. But don't worry, Luffy will just punch him in the face a lot until he turns good again.
ちょっと待てリム。
どうしたの？
先に飯だ。腹減った。
いつものことだけれど緊張感がないわね。
ルフィはどんな時でも食いしん坊なのね。
Is that a dancing cow emoji?
次はどこに向かうの？
このキューブはマリンフォードというところのようね。ここはどういう場所なの？
Oh, yeah, Marineford's great.
俺がエースを助けに行った場所だ。
だったらそのエースを助けることがルフィのすべきことね。
ああ、そうだよな。
ルフィお前。
俺なら大丈夫だウソップ。よしみんな行こう。
He's like, yeah, let's go and relive the single worst thing that ever happened to me. Yay! Actually, I'll tell you what, we will just party up just so I can power up.
よし飯だ飯。
He'll punch the devil out of him. Yeah, literally. There is a trend with One Piece games. I don't know if it's like some sort of condition that Oda puts in, or Kodansha, or whoever it is that owns, or I don't know, whoever it is that's kind of like makes the rules on these things. That there has to be a bad guy. I don't need to do anything. I just wanted a pie.
よし。
There has to be a bad guy who is just misguided, and you have to beat them up. And then the mascot character is friends with the bad guy, but is actually good. In this case, the mascot character is Lim. Normally, it's like a weird chopper-looking thing. And then you beat him up, and he sees the error of his ways, and then they set sail and for One Piece. Yayo, yayo, oh ho. Powerful enemies appear consecutively in the next chapter, and you can't save until the battles are finished. The recommended level is 34. Well, I do... Do you know what? I genuinely do appreciate that warning, because... I mean, I'm well over the recommended level, so it's fine. Well, not well over, but I'm over the recommended level, so it's fine. But I appreciate when games do that. It's like, look... If FF14 does it as well. It's like, hey... This is going to take a while, so maybe don't do this if you've got to go out in 10. Because you can't save until you're done. Because, yeah, I think Marineford, unlike... Oh, yeah, this is canonically the first time Frankie's been here. Unlike... the other chapters, there's no, like, hub world here, I don't think.
Naruhodo. So ne.
Salutations, Brian. Now that room looks freezing. Put a goddamn shot before you catch the flu. Oh, you didn't see the worst of it. We just did an ice dungeon where Nami was running around. Nami and Robin were both running around like that. And Like, if they weren't already dangerous weapons, like, just making them colder definitely wouldn't make doesn't make them less dangerous. Strong cola charge. Why is Frankie the only one who got an upgrade? Frankie's the only one of us who didn't have his memories taken. That doesn't make any sense. He didn't lose any power to regain. Like little glass cutters on each boober. Exactly. And everyone knows that their power is proportionate to their size. So Naomi and Robin are basically walking weapons of mass destruction. Which is fortunate because we are going into a war zone.
合流した仲間と共に巨像を撃破した麦わらの一味。取り戻したキューブに浮かぶ記憶は彼らにとって辛い記憶だった。絶体絶命の中、ルフィが下した苦渋の決断。それは。
So yeah, I think this chapter is very just like boss rushy.
戦乱のマリンフォード。
Which is why it had the warning before I went in there. Which means it'll be short. Not good, but it's not. It's, you know, at least it's not like. At least it's not like friggin' Alabaster. That's suddenly distracted to fight. Yeah, I mean, Nami literally has an attack. She doesn't. It's called Happiness Punch, where she basically tries to distract the enemy. The original version of that is that she'd take off her towel, but she doesn't run around. She doesn't walk around with a towel normally.
必死に応戦をするルフィたちだったり、突然現れた七部会バーソロミュー・クマの手によってそれぞれ見知らぬ土地へと飛ばされた。
So,
麦わらの一味は完全崩壊を喫してしまった。
it's like some of these are like they're actual models made to look. Okay, so Hancock definitely shows up in this chapter.
エースを救おうとインペルダウンの最深部に乗り込んだルフィ。しかし時すでに遅く、エースは公開処刑のために海軍本部へ移送されていた。ルフィは海峡のジンベエや
Yeah, my boy Jinbei! And also Crocodile, who's cool, I guess.
海軍本部の主
But Jinbei, he should have been playable. I'm still annoyed that Jinbei wasn't playable. He had agreed to be on the Straw Hats for a while now.
これらを率いるのは四皇の白ひげ。
That name makes me giggle like an immature idiot. Boa Hancock.
迎え撃つ海軍の最高戦力の大将赤犬、キザル、青生地が集結。さらにはもう一つの大勢力。
Where's Garp? He's here. He's important to this as well.
その規模と世界を震撼させた結末から後に頂上戦争と呼ばれることになる歴史的な大戦。エースの処刑をめぐり、その大乱戦の火蓋が今切られた。
I mean, it'd be cool if you could actually save Ace this time. Since you were a 14-year-old edgelord, so calling her Hancock with how she looks will set me off every time. Fair enough. I've been dulled to it just because of the Will Smith movie.
戦いの真っ只中についに降り立った。こいつ麦わらのルフィだ。奥越えルーキーだぞ。
You'd think Luffy, in the original Marineford, by the time Luffy got here, he was exhausted and he was on his own. So you'd hope that with him at full strength and with 7 of his friends, sorry Chopper, you'd think he'd be able to accomplish something a bit more this time. Although Buggy's not here, which is a bigger mission. At least I assume Buggy's not here. He wasn't shown in the sort of preamble.
本部の奴らとはいえただの海兵だ。
お前らに構ってる暇はねえ。どかねえならぶっ飛ばしていくぞ。みんないっぺんに行くぞ。
Use some kind of desperation power up in the anime. Yeah, he had. So he was, at the time he was working with. Oh god, I can't remember her name. But yeah, she put a fingernail implant thing in him that basically drew out all of his like latent. Basically letting him push harder than he would have been able to otherwise. I'm trying. I can't think of the word at the moment. Let's save up for our radical beam. Sad again that we still don't have Brooke though. But my boy Soga King's here, so everything's okay. Oh. Let's see how you like this. Yeah, just nuke him. Alright, I might swap Sanji out for Zoro. Nope, that's the one. There we go. Nice to have a technical character. But yeah, Luffy, by the time Luffy got to Marineford originally, he had been poisoned. He'd been poisoned almost to death. And then brought back from the brink of life with hormones. Hormones, that's the word I was trying to think of. With hormones once. I don't think that's even the right word now that I've said it. I think that was the name of the attack, but then fought his all the way through Impel Down, then got to Marineford, and so was very much on his last legs and like passed out for about a week afterwards. Was it when he used Red Rock? No, so he used Red Rock. He didn't start using Red Rock until after the time skip, because it was kind of an homage to. I think it was Fishman Island he used Red Rock for the first time. It was an homage to Ace. No explanation for how Luffy can set himself on fire, although we do kind of know how he can set himself on fire. But at the time, it was just he set himself on fire because he wanted to be on fire. Be awkward if they fail now after that rousing speech. But no, I'm good. I'm good. I wanted to stream a lot earlier today, but I forgot that I hadn't done the side missions in this, so I've just been doing that all afternoon. And then had dinner, and then started streaming. So not the most productive of days, but it is what it is. How's your Saturday so far been, Briar?
若いね。先に行けルフィ。こいつは俺たちで止める。ああ、兄貴を助けろ。わしも舐められたもんだよ。
I forgot who distracted Kizaru originally.
好き勝手もここまでだ。麦わら。
I know who distracts Smoker though.
お前と戦ってる場合じゃねえ。俺たちはエースのところに行くんだ。
ルフィ、先に行って。
Oh, still dealing with that cold. Sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon. It's never never a good time to have a cold, but it's always worse when it's the coldest and hottest months of the times of the year. Ah, cool. The 4 weakest characters, none of whom can use Haki versus Smoker, the Logia user.
悪いけど、私たちの相手をしてもらうわよ。
That's to be fine.
ルフィの邪魔はさせねえぞ。
なめないでね。こう見えてなかなかやるわよ。
Is it just no? There are Marines here.
サンダーランスケート。
なめんじゃねえよ。お前の能力じゃ俺には勝てねえ。
Beat up my raccoon. Man, I will take the Soga King costume off for the final act, but just seeing the Soga King mask when he does the Firebird Star, it makes me so happy. Damn you and your smoky balls! Alright, fine. Get stomped instead. Oh no, slapped. I don't have the stomp yet. Yeah. Oh, I thought I beat all the side marines. Oh, they started started showing up. Okay. If Robin, you grab this one. Genuinely is her most powerful attack, so. For obvious reasons. And you do. And then yeah, Chopper, you just. Oh, damn it, Briar. Alright. So Briar has banned the use of items, which should be okay. I hope. I seem to be managing okay without them. We'll see how the Kizaru fight lasts. Alright, so you got till 950 with no items. Is Chopper weaker? No. Right, you bonk Smoker then. Yeah, and you finish that guy off. That works out nicely. Ineffective! Oh, maybe Smoker doesn't have... No, Smoker's just too serious for his own good. That's the problem there. Poor Tashigi. At least I go through the effort of posting reasons for the bans. I always appreciate you creating a narrative reason for for the ban. There is supposed to be. I need to go back and fix it. There is supposed to be text to speak, and it works when I'm when I'm testing it. But for whatever reason, it never works when I'm live. So I need to go back and figure out why. Just hit him with your stick then, if you can. Oh, he rocket-fisted Nami. Usopp's here to save the day, it's fine. Suck it, Smoker. The only Logia user who can be beaten... Well, that's not true. But the only Logia user who can be beaten by 4 people with no haki and no natural defense against him. Like, Enel got a bad deal. If Enel was fighting against anyone other than Luffy, he would have steamrolled. I don't need reason, I am the reason. I dashed off with his item pouch. Fortunately for me, Stratus, you're a hoarder. You just hold on to like thousands and thousands of channel points. I'm sure there'll come a day when you will redeem them all and make my life hell, but for the time being... Okay. I'm really hoping that Kizaru isn't super difficult and I need to use loads of items to keep myself alive, because none of these characters can heal. Eventually, at least all 80k channel points in one day. You'll see. That's what I'm worried about. I'll have to put some betting pools up or something. Get you to throw them away on some hasty bets. Okay. Is anyone strong? Okay, cool. Thanks for giving me 3 characters, none of which... Oh no, Sanji is. Okay. If I free up Sanji with Frankie... Greatly increases attack for 3 turns. Ooh. That could be good. But let's coup d'event these 3. 2? Those 2. So I've always been unnaturally lucky. That could backfire on you. Well, that's the thrill of a gamble. You know, it's no fun if it's a sure thing. Nah, I didn't do a lot of damage. Oh, do I not have to defeat Kizaru then? I mean, Zoro, as he is currently in the anime, is absolutely in position to defeat an admiral. Like, Zoro could easily take on Kizaru. Oh no! Oh wait, no. That's the guy talking. I was gonna say, oh, it's that famous One Piece character, Officer with Longsword. Captain Tomac. I don't know if... Was there actually... I know there were a few giants in Marineford. I don't know if Tomac was actually a character. There definitely was one, though, because Luffy punched him in the face. I guess they didn't want us to... They didn't want us to actually beat Kizaru. Oh, great. Thanks. They also give me characters that don't have a bond art as well, which is irritating. Like, they've... Alright, well, let's strong soda charge myself then. Okay, so the soda charges he puts 1 bottle in, the strong soda charges he puts in 2. I think I can see where Frankie's next ability is going to be. Alright, let's just... I don't think I have too much to worry about with these enemies. The 5 minutes are up on the item ban, but I'll leave it until the end of this fight, just to make things interesting. The problem I have is that you can't save, and nipple light special. Oh, I didn't do any damage. Oh, but it made him hallucinate. That didn't seem to have helped me a huge amount. I just saw nipples and I acted. I mean, whatever he's hallucinating, it isn't helping. Anyway, he's almost dead. But yeah, what I'm worried about is that you can't save here, and if I die, based on the one time that I've died in this game, you have to reload your save, which is before the entire arc. So, there we go. I will... It's been... You got 8 minutes of item ban out of me. There we go. Someone made flashlights out of their nipples. I don't know if you assume I was hallucinating. Yeah, Frankie. It is hard to know whether Frankie is real. Hey, my boy! Oh wait, no, we're not gonna fight Aokiji with Jinbei. Oh come on, you can't put Jinbei in and not let me actually fight with him. Oh, okay, here we go, here we go. Yeah! Give me Hancock, we got the whole team of champions. All of the Shichibukai that are now my friends. Although Crocodile isn't my friend, it's complicated. Amusement Bandai, One Piece only seems to get figure art 0 figures, which are basically statues, not regular figure arts. Yeah, their action figures have always been a bit janky. There are, because I've always been, I'd love to get a set of figures, and they used to be a long time ago. Like I'm talking mid 2000s. There was a really good set of figures, One Piece figures, but they were based on pre-time skip, and I think it was only the first 6. I don't even think Robin. It might have had Robin. That was a really good set of figures because I had the Usopp figure, and I made plans to convert it into a Sogeking figure, and which I never finished because it was too difficult. But yeah, I'd happily get a full set of Time Skip Straw Hats action figures. But yeah, there just doesn't seem to be good-looking action figures for them. I have seen one of Zoro, but he's got that like weird, like action figure arms. You know, the ones that like cheap action figures have, where they've got kind of like bulbous muscles, and they don't look normal. They really need a Figma or a Figure Arts or something. I've just make do with a Portrait of Pirate or something for now. I got my Soga King Portrait of Pirates though, from way back when. That's the most important thing. So, can I actually... No, I can't actually instruct Jinbei. It's sad. So I should probably focus my attacks on Kizaru then. Jack Gatling, now that they're both bunched up. Oh, I almost killed Kizaru. I mean, I know there's only memory Kizaru, but Luffy obviously didn't think they were very strong in his head. He wasn't even really trying. It feels more like an exhibition match than anything else. I found One Piece Chronicle flag diamond ship Boa Hancock. It's basically Boa in a pirate bikini. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't in a bikini, I'd be more surprised. Oh, and I got Aokichi's eye mask, Jinbei's clogs, Kizaru's sunglasses, and some cube fragments. I love the idea that in World, Luffy is just stealing bits of clothes from all of the people that he fights with or against. It's like, Jinbei, give me your shoes! And Jinbei's just like, alright. I don't really have any reason to say no. It's from Sanjay for $109. Nah, that sounds about right. Sadly. Hey, I mean, you know, push comes to shove. I think you can get a whole set of One Piece Funko Pops for like £5-10 each. I do have a Luffy and Usopp Funko Pop. I don't buy Funko Pops anymore, but there was a period when I was I wouldn't say into them, but it was nice having it was like basically when I had less money, and it was nice having, because they were cheap and they covered quite a lot of franchises. But now I'm like, there's a couple that my Dan Hibiki Funko Pop, I'm keeping that because I friggin' love Dan Hibiki, and there's not much merchandise of him, but hey, we saved Ace. It's gonna be really awkward if we save Ace and then Lim's like, yeah, you need to recreate the memory. That's not what happened. So one of you, I don't care which, is gonna have to kill Ace. Otherwise you're gonna be stuck in this memory forever.
弟も後ろの一味もここから生きて返せば正義の名折れじゃろうが。
Yeah, they were cheap. Yeah, basically that's the same with me. They were cheap, and I bought the ones I liked. And yeah, the people who were like make. You see some walls of Funko Pops in the box, and they're these like rare Comic-Con exclusive ones. And you're right, it's like, do you not remember Beanie Babies? This is a bubble. It is going to pop. And it doesn't help that Funko like completely saturated the market as well. With there's so many of them and so many different variations. I bought all of a set of Dragon Ball ones, and the only reason I really bought them is because well, I like Vegeta, so I probably will hold on to my Vegeta Funko Pop just as part of my Vegeta collection. But they had a dead Yamcha Funko Pop, and I thought that was really funny. So I got the dead Yamcha Funko Pop, and I went, well, let me get. I'll get all the other Z Warriors, and then I can just have a display of all the Z Warriors with dead Yamcha, and that was funny. And then I bought them, and then I thought this wasn't as funny as I thought.
俺もエースと一緒に戦う。あいつには絶対エースを殺させねえ。昔から頑固だよな、お前はよ。ならこいつら全員ぶっ飛ばして一緒に飯でも食いに行こうぜ。
Alright, Ace, calm down. Ace just shows up and almost one-shots all the enemies. It's like, okay, cool, thanks, great guest appearance, Ace. I mean, Nami can literally Thunderlance tempo finish off the rest of the enemies on the arena. And, oh, come on. Oh, no, Nami is at the back there. I was going to say, Nami doesn't even get to celebrate with the rest of them. She's the only one that did any work other than Ace. But she's at the back there, behind Usopp. Sorry, Sogeking, different character. It's so weird to me that they put... I feel like there must have been a problem with, like... I don't know. They must have... Given how long Alabasta is, it just makes me think that there was development problems or something that either meant that they had loads and loads of time to work on Alabasta because the rest of the stuff was still being sorted out, or they... I don't know. It just seems weird to me that like they bothered to go to the trouble of modeling Ace, Jinbei with attacks and animations and all this, just for them to show up in like these one fights and then go away again and not be able to use them properly. DBZ when I have his 10 chats, I can never find a Vegeta. Yeah, I have a feeling Super Saiyan Vegeta was a rare one, insofar as it was one of those ones you had to kind of buy when it came out, otherwise it went away. I think it was... I don't know if it was a Comic-Con exclusive. It might have been, though. But yeah, that's one I probably will hold on to, but that's just because I like Vegeta. So, I meant to trick a friend into thinking a nail had gone through my hand. Well, Stone, I am glad you are making productive use of your Saturday evening. If you got bored of this conversation now, Sakazuki. Oh, Usopp's going to be weak against this guy, yeah. Sanji's going to be weak too. Oh, but there is an important test we need to do. I mean, it's almost definitely going to be the case, but yeah, magma balls. Okay, well, let's slap him then. Nami's weak too. does just slap Sanji. His non-fire attack should still be useful. There we go. How's Rashomon? I guess Rashomon... Ineffective. Great. That's when you're playing COD with my brother, but he's buggered off to play Minecraft with his mates. Oh, well, of course then. What else would you do other than tricking someone into thinking you had a nail in your hand? My mistake. And he really is... Right, can you Rashomon properly this time, Zoro? So, reading your post, bro. I agree. I also don't see the point of keeping toys as an investment. Apart from anything else, I just don't have... It's just so much effort on something that may never pay off. Like, I've got... So I was sort of thinking about... Like, I got Pokemon cards. And so I was thinking about, like, oh, how much... Like, of my rarest Pokemon cards, how much would they be worth? But the problem is you have to get them graded. And the only place that grades cards is in America. So it's quite a lot of money to send them off to America anyway. Just for them to come back and go, no, it's a grade 6 or something. Which is, like, basically worthless. Not worthless, but... In fact, getting it graded can sometimes lower the value of the card, because some people will sort of buy the card under the assumption that it's... Oh, can I do that even if... Oh, let's do that. I thought I had to have the people on the team at the time, but... It did not do a lot, but I suppose it was a free attack, so... Yeah, so you gotta get them graded, and so it's only really worth anything if it's a grade 10. And... But even then, you still have to get the card, and then keep it in good nick, and it's just so much effort. Like, I have a kind of rare Charizard card, but at best it's like $500 I could maybe sell it for if it was a grade 10. I do have some original base set Pokemon cards in the loft, and I'd love to be... I'd be interested to see what condition they are in, just because they were cards I had when I was a kid, and so... Oh, I forgot about the fire. Let's give everyone some food, because... Let's see, all allies... That sounds like a good one. There we go. Just in case Sakazuki busts out something huge all of a sudden. And I'm not talking about his magma schlong. Yes, there's a mental image for you now that you maybe didn't need. Pokemon cards are the worst, they are. People lost their damn minds so much, the stores started putting packs behind cases because people would come in and buy like 90 packs at a time. It was like Black Friday every Tuesday. Yeah, it's the entire reason I stopped collecting them. Again. So I collected them as a kid, and then I stopped because they were too expensive. And then about 5, 6 years ago, and sorry, I don't know why yeah, there we go. I'll allow it. So Nightbot is a bit sensitive to certain words. I don't know why. I think it was the combination of the words, rather than the individual words themselves. I've kind of got Nightbot on default, so I kind of have to just respond to stuff as it comes up. I might have to go through what words it picks up, because I didn't realize that was on the list. But I'm glad that your gay ass is good with the mental image. Yeah, so about like 5 years ago, I saw that they had this set called Pokemon Generations, and they basically reprinted all of the base set with some extra ones from Generation 1. And I was like, oh, that looks so cool. And it's like 4 boxes, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, and Pikachu. So I was like, oh, I'll just buy these 4 boxes. It'd be great. And, it was. And I was really excited, and I was really happy. And then I thought, oh, I might just buy more. And so I just kept buying Pokemon cards. And then I just got to a point where... Hey! I got the XP boost. I got to a point where... I got Ace's hat, and Akinu's corsage. They're like, I saved you, Ace. And that's mine. And then he just walks over to Akinu's unconscious body and goes, sorry, Sakazuki, that's mine. Yeah, just so that because I want to watch this cutscene. So I got to a point where I got a really rare Charizard card. It was the shiny Gigantamax Charizard card from a set like 3 years ago. And I just felt nothing. I was just like, oh, this is neat. And I thought, this is like a $500 card. And I didn't get excited at all. I need to stop buying these. But the other part of it was just that every time I tried to buy Pokemon cards, they were always sold out immediately. Like even before pre-orders closed. Because YouTubers got big into opening Pokemon cards over lockdown. And so they would just buy... You'd see these posts on YouTube with like, oh, look at these 19 booster boxes I bought. And all these like collection boxes and stuff that I bought that I'm going to be opening on stream all day today. And it's like, this is why I can't get anything, because you've got them all, you prick. And it just took all the joy out of it, so I stopped. I was very tempted to collect the One Piece trading card game when it came out. But again, I went to buy it, and they were all sold out. And then, even before Series 1 of the trading card game came out, Series 2 was up for pre-order. And I was like, oh, man, I can't. I'm saving for a house. I don't have the money for... I don't have the money to keep buying these trading cards, so... I think I like the idea of trading cards more than the reality. I think that's what I've learnt. Because I don't really have any interest in actually playing the game. I did play some Pokemon. I have like a games night group that I play with, and I could kind of justify buying the cards as a draft. So I'd buy a booster box, and we'd all take 6 random packs, and we'd put together a deck out of the cards and play a draft. Little sort of 4-person tournament. And that was fun. But I never had any real sort of dreams of putting together a professional deck and entering a trading card tournament or anything. So it was just kind of, let's just knock it on the head and put this down to one of those things I'm not going to get into. It was easier with Yu-Gi-Oh! They sold Kaiba's deck as a starter. It had 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. And I stopped always reading it because Blue Eyes White Dragon is the only card I wanted. Yeah, no, that's fair. Honestly, Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl would pretty much be all I would care about. And I think you get that if you buy Yugi's deck, or Joey's deck, or one of their decks. Yeah. It also helps that Yu-Gi-Oh's got that really good video game that came out last year, I want to say. I think it was early last year, that has like every card and is really easy to unlock booster packs, and you can pretty much just build a deck however you want. So there's not even Master Duel, yeah. So there's not even any reason to actually buy the cards anymore, other than just if you like owning a bit of cardboard. Hey! I stole your corsage, give it back.
ルフィ、エースは殺させねえ。
どうしてキューブの様子がおかしい。
Yes, this is what I'm talking about. We changed what actually happened, so now the cube's like, no! Ace must die!
またあの光をまとってる。
またあの光がか。
余計なことは考えんな。ここを切り抜けることだけに集中しろ。
さっきよりも強くなってるのか。
そう考えて良さそうだな。
これもキューブの影響。でも考える暇はもらえなさそうね。
いけるか。
Alright, so we've got to beat him up again.
いや、サードゴムゴムのギガントピストル。
I never play Yu-Gi-Oh! IRL, I can barely read the cards with my eyesight. Yeah, they do have a lot of text on them. Adore Kai, but he has Vegeta energy without the redeeming qualities. See, the problem I have with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is I was never a massive fan. Dang it. I was never a massive fan of the anime. So a lot of my knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters is... Oh, dang, I can't swap around. A lot of my knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters is based on the abridged version. Similar, it's just a different effect with the Dragon Ball Z abridged version. But yeah, so with Yu-Gi-Oh! I just, when I think of Kybra, I just think of screw the rules, I have money!
お前も俺の邪魔をするか。進化しやがれ。
So with Dragon Ball, I did watch Dragon Ball originally and Dragon Ball Z, but in my head it is difficult to not think of the it is difficult to not think of the abridged versions of Dragon Ball characters when I think of Dragon Ball Z now. Let's prop these. I should probably swap Robin out for Chopper, but Robin does do... Yeah, we'll keep Robin in. Robin does do bonus damage. Yeah, this is basically a better version of that one, so let's... Oh, that wasn't that great an eruption, honestly. It was an okay eruption, you know. It was a good eruption, I'd say. Stop hitting Luffy, though. Yeah, I created the card game. The outright invented multiple cards to try and defeat Yugi. Lost every time. I think it would have been much better if Yu-Gi-Oh! Had just... If Yugi had just kept... He hadn't lost his... what's it called? The card that he needed 5 different parts. Exodia. If he'd held onto all 5 parts of Exodia and every single match was just him stalling until Exodia showed up. Again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had some really weird origins anyway, in that, like, it wasn't even a card game originally. It was, like, just Yugi doing all kinds of made-up death games or something.
れが徹底的な正義じゃ。
大宴会限定。
小賢しい真似しくさって。
Oh.
ルフィ、最後にお前を見られてよかった。ちゃんと助けてもらえなくてごめんな。
That's not what happened. He put his fist through his chest. Come on, there were 8 of you here this time. How did you screw this up? This game would have been so much more interesting if they'd let you change the events.
撤退だ。
ルフィ、
すまねえ。これ以上メモリアにいるのは危険だ。
そりゃしぶといの。
お前の方がしぶてえよ。
Oh wait, was Zoro using Haki? I didn't think I thought Haki had been sealed. Oh, hey, Luffy's using Haki as well now. Oh, I see what Robin did. She grabbed everyone and then touched the cube so that it would all count as us touching the cube. Clever Robin. Does make you wonder why Robin in the dungeons when we're doing all the button pressing puzzles, why Robin doesn't just go, "Oh, I'll just use my devil fruit power to press the button from a distance, save us the trouble of having to run all the way back." Yeah, I just pressed it. While I was saying that, I pressed the button.
リム、ありがとう。助かった。
別に大したことはしてないわ。
Did we do that in Master Duel? I've seen decks where people would summon Exodia first. That's what I would do. Like, no skill whatsoever. There was a really funny deck in Pokemon for a while, which was 4... In fact, you might even have been able to get away with 1. But it was 4... it was one of the Ultra Beasts. It was... I don't know the Ultra Beasts very well. Guzzlord. So there was a Guzzlord deck where it was... You could... I think it was either 1 Guzzlord or 4 Guzzlords. And then 56 energy cards. And that was the entire deck. Because the way Guzzlord worked is that you could basically just put infinite energy on him. And his attack would grow... He had an ability that let you, like, grab... I think it was like, if you could look at the top 4 cards of your deck, and if the top 4 cards of your deck were energy, you could attach them to Guzzlord. And Guzzlord also had an attack that did damage the more energy he had on him. So you could basically just mulligan until you got a Guzzlord in your hand, and then you would normally have Guzzlord and 6 energy cards in your hand. So you attach an energy card, you use his ability, you attach 4 more energy, and then you're doing like 200, 300 damage out on turn 1. And it was one of those ones that's like really easy to counter if you know it's coming, but if you don't, it's really funny. But she likes making Luffy work for it. Yeah. I suppose. Yeah, it's just like, no, this is your memory. You. Well, actually, no. I suppose the dungeons aren't. But either way.
ロビンちゃんがとっさにみんなを繋いでくれなきゃ危なかったな。
賭けのようなものだったけど、なんとかなったわね。
She's just like, yeah, this is. Use your head occasionally, Luffy. I wouldn't want to take the fun out of the puzzles. Robin just really freaking loves archaeology, so she's just like, no, we've got to do the puzzles properly. We all good? But yeah, Luffy does have like a very elevated opinion of Sakazuki, so of him being unbeatable. So it would make sense that his memory is as strong as it is, even if we could actually beat it. Oh, but we apparently that was Marineford. Okay, so Marineford was really short. I thought it was, but that was short. That was like half an hour. That was way shorter than I was expecting. Hey, Red Hawk, Conqueror's Hacky. Oh, and I can upgrade. Oh, okay, I can upgrade Zoro's door slice now, so that's good. Man, I'm getting a lot. Like, okay. Purgatory Oni, Black Rope Dragon Twister, Death Lion Song, 1080 Caliber Phoenix. I can't remember what any of those attacks look like. Gust Sword, Stormcloud Rob, Thunderbreed Tempo. This is all time skip stuff now. God damn. I'm going to need a lot more cubes. Let's just scroll ahead. Puerta, Fury Spectre, Buen Cut, Girl Shot, and Hell Memories. Oh, Hell Memories is the is his ability to fly. Cloven Diamond, Heal All, Kung Fu. Ah, Kung Fu Point! Horn Elf Cannon, Cloven Rosio Palm. Oh, I can level up Grab to level 2. That's the most important one. And she's got Spank and Stomp. Yes. And yeah, Frankie just got a bit stronger. Can we have Brook now, please? He's been AWOL this entire one. He's been sort of out of action this entire game, and we're getting quite close to the end now. Jack, can you jump in this game, and can you jump forward? I feel like this is a trick question, and but yes, I can. It's like the devil fruit has a side effect. Looks like you're all you're capable. I didn't stay up long enough. All you're capable of doing is jumping from place to place. Walking, running has been banned. It was a trick. Damn you. Running and walking.
ちゃんと力は戻ってるみたいだな。
ええ、なんとか乗り越えられたわね。
よし、宴だ。
All right. Well, I will start the timer from when I actually can take control, because we might be in cutscene territory for the next couple of minutes. Thank you for being the bigger man and not lying. Well, I mean, if you know, those bans are there for a reason, so.
アディオはお前の仲間だろ？
仲間？アディオが？わからないけど、もしそうなら嬉しい。
That's not what Nakama means. Fan subs from the mid-2000s have taught me there's no direct translation for Nakama. I mean, it just means, like, really good friend, but...
いよいよだぜ、リム。残るは炎の巨像のみだ。奴は一つの場所にとどまらず、侵入者の行動に応じて動き回る。俺たちは今どうすることもできないが、奴とは間もなく相まみえるだろう。俺のコテコテの準備も整っている。ははは。ワフルドの嵐を解き払うのも時間の問題だ。
アディオ、その炎の巨像だけど戦わずに倒せないかしら。
なぜだ？
あの巨像たちは学習能力を持っているの。ルフィたちと一度戦った以上、より強くなっているはずだわ。
Yeah, but I'm stronger than I was at the start of the game for some reason. I didn't have like Empress Haki and stuff at the start.
安心しろ、リム。俺もルフィたちは大事だ。あんなに気持ちのいい奴らはそうはいないからな。
本当？
ああ。巨像との戦いで傷つけるつもりもない。勝てないと思えば逃げるだけさ。
ええ。
友達か。
No, not Tomodachi, Nakama. Oh, maybe he's not a Marine. Maybe the Marines are holding his crew hostage until he can open up. But the Marines are like, oh, no, he's opening up the divine breath. We're going to have to do a buster call. Oh, man, I wish I hadn't started late today so that I could actually... I really want to finish this, but I don't think I got enough time. Maybe we'll just do the next... Well, we'll see where we are at midnight, I guess. Well, a fan said that use Google Translate. They're essentially the funniest comedy ever. Yeah. Or just... Yeah, I mean, I appreciate fan subs, especially like manga translations and stuff, but... And I appreciate it does take a lot of time to translate manga for free. But just, I mean, get someone who can speak English. I mean, even if they can't, like, just to kind of smooth out the translations. Just to make sure they actually make sense. But I like the fan subs who, like, insist on using certain Japanese words because they don't want to translate them. And then, and just either, like, I mean, it's where the meme of all according to Keikaku comes from, and then Keikaku means plan. It's from that notorious fan sub of Death Note. But, I mean, it was true, because I used to watch the Bleach fan sub, and I don't know what happened. I think, like, halfway through it switched over to a different group, or I switched to the manga, I think. And it was like, what are these terms? I don't know. Where's the... the thing is, I'm so used to the actual terms now, I can't remember what the Japanese ones are. But it was just like they would refer to everything by the Japanese name. Like they'd refer to them as Shinigamis instead of Reapers, and they'd refer to them as all the swords by the Japanese terms instead of just the blanket term. And it was just translate what you can. Like, names I can understand, like Bankai. Okay, fair enough. That probably doesn't have a like-for-like translation, but... All according to Keikaku, I'm such a tensei, no one will ever wakaru. I mean, yeah, it's just like, you're not translating, this isn't translation, this is just weeb speak. And I mean, and I say that, I mean, I am a weeb. I will use Daijobu, and because it tickles me. I promise you, I never do it, or genuinely. It's always just to amuse myself. Look, sometimes like Baka, if you're watching a fan sub, you know what Baka means. Like the Kamen Rider, before them using Henshin over Transform. Well, I disagree with Baka. I think that's the prime example of what I'm talking about, where Baka has a translation which is idiot. But Henshin I do prefer over Transform because it feels like it's more of a like attack name kind of thing, like Bankai. Stuff like that I'm okay with keeping the Japanese version. The other thing that's always funny to me as well is when the Japanese translates, like the character will say the line and they'll say something like, in Japanese, the culprit is Luffy. And the fan subs will be, Luffy is the culprit. And it's like, no, dude, the guy on screen is saying Luffy really dramatically, and your sub is saying the culprit. It's like, just change the order of the words so that the word that they're saying second, dramatically, is the word that comes up on screen. So that the subs don't spoil the reveal before the guy said it. This is what I mean. You just need one person on the team who can speak English. You can just go, guys, maybe let's swap this round. Because this is going to totally take all of the drama out of the scene. Fan subs. But yeah, I'm trying to think of some actual example. Other than Nakama was the one I remember from One Piece, where watching the fan subs for One Piece, they would keep Nakama as Nakama, and because they were like, it technically means friend, but like really good friend, but there's not really a like direct translation, and then Funimation or whoever does the translation of the manga now just went, yeah, it's just crewmate. We're just going to use crewmate because it's part of his crew. It's like it's, you know, better than a friend. It's part of his team, his gang. It's good enough. It's like, yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
採取した場所を聞いてたから、こいつの生えてる湖畔の洞窟に行ったんだろうよ。よくわかんねえが面白そうだ。俺たちも行こう。
Another thing I quite like at the moment is, alright, so I think I'm in control now. So your 5-minute ban on walking and running starts now. I have to go to the Lakeshore Cave.
あの洞窟どこにあるんだっけ？忘れたんならアディオに聞きゃいいんじゃない？すぐそこにいるんだしよ。
Wait, where does it actually want me to go? I think I can... Nope, can't fast travel. This path. Thank you, I did forget. And this game's really bad for, Gonna go as Chopper, because he's adorable. Oh. That path. Okay, when he said it's just down this path, I thought he meant the one behind him. Not the one to his left. Little bouncy Chopper. One thing I do like that's a more recent thing, I think, at least I only discovered it more recently, is, and it was something that Coco used to get really annoyed at, and Kason now, was mixing... Oh, look at that big dude. Is that an enemy? Yeah, that is. Oh, that's like a big bull cow dude. I'll worry about that later. Is sort of smashing together English words and Japanese words together. What was... Oh, I'm trying to remember what the actual ones are. Coup de stop, I think, is one of them.
もう少しこい
食材集めなら俺たちも手伝うぞ。
いや、こいつは食材じゃねえんだ。こいつはあわあわキノコ。
Yamate Kuda stop. That's what it was. That's the one. I knew. I was just trying to remember what it was. Yeah, that's it. Kamen Rider Decade saying Onoro a decade instead of damn you decade. Yeah. That sort of thing.
こいつは味はいまいちだが、水に溶かすと炭酸を出すんだ。
Oh. Okay, I thought they were, I thought when he said they were bubble mushrooms, they were like what they used to coat the ship to go underwater.
そうか。そいつでコーラを作るんだな。
うまくいくかはわからねえけどな。
Sumima sorry. Yeah. There was, Coco's chat had loads of them back before she retired. I'm sure Kason has them now as well, but
それならみんなでその泡のやつを探そう。
so I need to find bubble mushrooms in this cave. Is it in this cave? Yes.
でもコーラなんか作ってどうすんだ？みん
Oh,
なで
I
飲むのか？
mainly just switch to Luffy, unfortunately.
なんでよ。海の底に沈んでるブルックの体を回収しに行くためでしょうが。
ああ。コーラがねえとシャークサブマージ3号も動かせねえからな。
必要なのは
Seeing how much I can get around
入り口付近がもうねえから OK 進むぞ。
without hopping. Oh, not that hopping's really that much of a problem, I suppose. Magic Mushroom explains so much of this goddamn show. Oh, it really would. I mean, they even did the joke when Luffy. So there's a part. I'm pretty sure you said that you stopped watching. Did you watch where where he got to Marineford? No, where he got to the Isle of the Amazons. Oh, I should probably level up their field skills. You're gonna. 'Cause I need that to do. I need these things. There we go. Okay. Let's get everything to level 2 before we start worrying about level 3 stuff. And then I guess Jet Gatling, which I can't level up. Never mind. Maybe regular Gatling then. Same for Zoro. Ashura. You got no more cubes left. You got 4. Ooh, Sanji, I can level up a couple. There we go. Right, what was it in? No, I appreciate the attempts, Citrus. Your weeb is stronger. It's stronger than mine in this moment. Oh no, we have been down here, because... Where am I trying to go? trying to go back there. Why am I over here? Got distracted by a door. Having to hop everywhere, it doesn't make this much easier. It doesn't make this easier to either. Ah, down there. Can I grab anything? Okay, well, we're in a fight. The last thing I remember is them trying to save Robin from prison. That's right. I couldn't remember quite well. They even did the bit in when Luffy first got to the yeah. I'm gonna slow it down so I can try out some of the new attacks. When Luffy got to the Isle of Women, he ate a mushroom that made mushrooms grow all over his body, and because the women on the Isle of Women weren't used to men, there was a scene where they were plucking all of the mushrooms off of his body, and then found one mushroom that that for some reason mysteriously stretched, and they couldn't pull off no matter how hard they pulled. Yep, they went there with that. Oh man, they need so much TP for these moves. I have been picking up TP increasing gear, so maybe I should start doing some of that. Nami's fine though. Nami can just use her most powerful attacks from turn 1. Yeah, Usopp's 40. It seems to get larger the more we try. Truly a magic mushroom. I mean, they really almost did go like full doujinshi on it for a second, and then Luffy woke up and told them to quit it. How did I get here? I can't. I don't seem to be able to get back the way I came. Oh, now there's a whole team of horrible squirrels. Alright, what can you do? Alter Tiger Trap. Was that new? No. I really like this one. If he just injures opponents with sheer swagger. But no, that Dojin probably exists. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I got no doubt about that. Spank. Yeah. We're into the part of Robin's move set where she can summon giant body parts now. I feel like the Dojin potential of One Piece is woefully underutilized. There's so many Devil Fruit powers which would be so good for it, and I'm sure they do get used. To be honest, I must confess, I don't read a huge amount. You know. I just don't find the time. Right, it's definitely this way. But there's one that always struck me as like, Buggy has detachable body parts, and I don't think they ever did anything with that. I'm just saying, it seems like such an easy one.
ゴムゴムのガトリング。
いつでもいいぞ。もう気は抜かねえ。
Roll does a move called Spank. Of course she does. Oh, it gets worse.
任せて。ガストソード。観念なさい。
She needs more TP now, though.
トレインタフルールプリッ
Disappointed that Usopp only got one of his pop green attacks, but I suppose they've still got another round of the moves to unlock. Okay, now we have to go over here. Again, I think we are past the 5-minute mark of me doing the jumping, but I'll keep it up for until we get the end of the mushrooms. It's not too much of a bother. And then back this way.
そういえば最初にここに来た時に比べると俺たちだいぶ力を取り戻し
一丁やってやるか。よーし行くぞ。お前ゴムゴムのガトリング。
俺の方はいつでもいいぞ。
What do we got? Oh, he's got an attack that hits everyone. But I want to see this one.
三刀流1080ポンド砲。
Yeah, I feel like they should have done more.
見せてやりましょう。私たちの力。力わないでよ。
私は準備できてるわよ。
Have I got enough? Oh no, not even close. I need to build up my TP a little bit with Robin, so I can see her more niche
や
moves.
つから目を離。切りがいがありそうだ。煉獄鬼切れ。
なめないでね。こう見えてなかなかやるわよ。覚悟はいい？ライオンバット。
行くぞ。ゴムゴムのガトリング。 ゾロ。
私の予報は。
海のい。
Yeah, I'm not
最初にここに来た時に比べると
I'm not lamenting the lack of the XP that bonus that I lost earlier from not defeating. There we go. From not defeating whoever it was, Smoker with Luffy, because oh no, the Guardian with Luffy, because I'm now getting like just so much XP from regular battles.
これでコーラを作れる。あとは
樽ならアデューの小屋で見たぞ。貸してもらおうぜ。
そうか。じゃあ小屋に戻ろう。
You let me fast travel, or am I going to have to walk? I can fast travel. There we go. And there's the end of the jumping. That was a fun one. I like the ones that are just sort of an inconvenience more than an annoyance. Oh no, I can't stop jumping. Have I saved? There we go. Just occurred to me that I don't know that I've saved recently. I got scared all of a sudden. This game's been pretty stable so far. I don't have to worry about it crashing, but still, I worry. You do, Bri. You do help create content. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward, when I finish The Last of Us, to putting together a... My chat tried to stop me from beating The Last of Us video, like I did with GTA 4. Out of context, I know I skipped through that. Yeah, there's too much dialogue to sort of stop and read it all. But out of context, that line, "I hope you find your friend's body," is very sinister.
待たせたなブルック。これでお前の体を探しに行けるぞ。
よ、嬉しいですね。待ち焦がれましたよ。
コーラができるのは夜明けになる。少し時間があるな。
じゃあ夜が明けるまでに準備を済ませておきましょう。
そうですか。では私待ってますので、準備ができたら声をかけてください。
Tried our best, damn it. No, you put. I mean, you've still got, I think, a couple more streams to try and stop me. You've definitely caused me a few failures. Wait until dawn. Okay. Just stand around. Yeah. Yo ho ho ho! Skelly joke. I miss Brooke.
どうしたブルック。
なんだか私の体浮き上がった気がしまして。
え、そうなのか？元から浮いてるじゃねえか。
いえ、本体の方なんです。
え、本体が浮いてきてるの？場所はわかるのブルック？
こっちの方角ですね。
海岸の方ね。
皆さん、海岸までお付き合いいただけますか？
よし、海岸に行こう。
Oh, I was honestly hoping that we could camp so that I was going to do some melding. Can we actually have a... Yeah, okay, we can actually do a camp. I want to craft stuff and do stuff. Right. Yes. So Robin has the ability to fuse... Oh, goddamn. That's... Why have I not got anyone equipped with that? That's way better than that. Hang on, let me maybe check my equipment before we start fiddling with upgrades. Our list of useless transformers, speaking of content, we have 2 that become guns, 1 that becomes a microscope, and let's not forget the 2 boombox tape decks. Oh man. Why are there 2 that become boombox tape decks? Like, it would be bad enough it's bad enough that 1 of them becomes one. It's also just like gold. Can they not like at least update themselves to like an iPod in modern times? Like they're stuck as being a obsolete piece of technology. Like at least a gun and a microscope, we still use those. I mean, I assume the type of microscope we use is probably better than the types of microscope we used in the 80s, but not significantly. And not even a cassette tape. It turns into a boombox. Just really does boggle the mind, doesn't it? Balance. Oh, I see. No. What does Luffy have equipped? HP 2000. Yeah, so I've already leveled these up quite a bit. That one's not so great. I guess I could swap that out with something else. That's also not so great either. What can I swap these ones out with? Oh, okay, you can have that. Because that'll fill up a whole... That's a 5e. And... how much defense? Yeah. There we go. Now I have sunglasses and a eye mask over the top of it. Luffy has become powerful. What's Zoro got? 329 guts, attack, HP. Okay, well let's swap that out for the wild badge. This is where we get to the sort of more tedious part of RPGs, where you have to fiddle around with gear. I like the gear system in this, but it does get a little bit. It does get a little bit fiddly when you're fiddling around with this stuff. Ooh, Ace's hat. Hang on. Let's go back. Ace's hat on its own. Luffy should have that. $600, $800. That's like 900. Yeah. Let's swap that out for the afro. And then Zoro can have the afro, because I think that would look dandy on him. Oh yeah, man, I've been picking up loads of really powerful stuff and just not been equipping it. Captain Tomac's power. Do you have... Nope. Soundwave now becomes a truck in most canon. Well, that's better. And Megatron is usually a tank or a jet now, so they got upgrades. That's more useful. That is more useful than a gun. Although I do like the idea of there being a Transformer wielding two other Transformers. Is there a Transformer that turns into a pair of sunglasses? It's just an entire, like, Transformer whose drip is other Transformers. Like, he's got a Transformer jacket and a Transformer pair of rollerblades. But Perceptor still becomes a microscope from the 80s for reasons. He just, you know, he's like, look, my name's Perceptor. It's in the name, you know, I gotta... There's an expectation now from my fans, and people are just like, he doesn't have any fans, what's he talking about? Okay, Zoro's pretty kitted out. I could probably swap that out for something. Kizaru's sunglasses? No, you got a lot of HP already. I think... There we go. You can have the Water Colossus's power. Right. I'm not going to go through this with too much detail. I'm just going to... Any characters who have anything that's kind of super weak. And then I'm just going to give everything good to Usopp. These are both not very good. So... Is there... 850 attack. It's definitely better than that one. And I need a defense one. Um, 730, 1050. It's not that much better. I could put Tomac's power on. I do favour Usopp a bit too much, I think. I do give him too much attack up stuff. I should probably give something to Sanji. $142, 48. Yeah, the aroma ring's going to be better. Oh, well, that only takes up 2 slots. Do I have another 2 slot to go in there? Like I said, this is the tedious part of this game, where we have to go through lots of menus, but it'll be worth it for getting through combat a bit quicker, like marginally faster. Oh, there you go. Have a tiara. Right, Sanji. I don't know that Sanji needs Apply Burn, actually, because his attacks already do that, so I could probably get rid of this. In fact, yeah, let's give you that 80%, that defense one. And then... Frankie family's power's pretty good. There we go, you got some sunglasses. There are headmasters where a human counterpart becomes the head of a transformer. Wait. What? A human counterpart becomes the... So the transformer becomes like a suit that the human sits in. Am I reading that right? I want to increase... I want to give that attack up to someone. 265. Yeah, there you go. You can have that one. Guts, 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 guts. Yeah, 1,000 attacks. Someone's got to have that. Yeah, we'll give it a Robin. Her attacks 22, 29, 460, 33, 163. Oh, actually, Nami really needs this. Yeah, okay, you don't need... Oh, wait, do you have... Oh, wait, that's not the right button. Does Nami have her full thing unlocked? I think she does. Oh, well, even better then. Even more reason to give it to her. I keep pressing the wrong button as well to switch between different things. So I stick that there. I can give her that Guts badge. And... Can't think of something else I can give her. Or do I want to just keep increasing her guts? Oh, you can have that, though. I should stop toggling to the top each time. Guts. HP. Defense. HP. Okay. Guess then guts. Why not? You could be gutsy. Right, that wasn't the reason I went in there. I wanted to upgrade something to level 4. But I also wanted to... Right. There we go. TP plus 125. See, these would be good for Luffy. Yeah. And then... There's probably better things to do, but... Wait, don't click on the... Right, Ace's hat. And then initial TP value again. There we go. That's the achievement, that's the mission, and that's that. Bing, bang, boom. Everything's dandy. No, the human literally folds up and becomes the head of the Transformer. That sounds nightmarish. That sounds like some sort of horrible body horror. That sounds awful. I want to see it. I'm going to Google that when we're done. I want to... Oh, I hope when it does it, there's a horrible crunching of bones and as well. And there's Power Masters, where the human folds up into an engine to give the Transformer more power. Again, I hope that is accompanied by the crunching of bones. And then Weapon Masters, where they transform into guns. So, potentially, you've got a Transformer who has got 4 different folded up humans. One as its head, one as its engine, and one in each hand as its guns. And they're all just like these people that have been like folded like origami, and into these horrible body, yeah, these just horrible body horror nightmares. Well, what was wrong with it just being robots that turned into cars? Why was that? Why was that a problem? That's another achievement. Trick Ball Whiz. May you all trick balls. And Sanji. Ooh, Sanji can't quite make... Okay. Yeah, Sanji can't quite make... Wait, this is just a Rock Bear strong arm soup. That's just a hand. That's just a severed hand in a bowl of soup. Okay, so I can't get the Sanji achievement because he doesn't quite have all the ingredients yet. We'll get there, though. That's it. Let's have a party. Transformers got wild towards the end of G1. It sounds like it. I feel like the final... The only sort of possible final form of that entire thing is a Transformer made entirely of folded humans. Like some sort of Junji Ito manga. Where, like, so there's this horrible, like I said, just this terrible gnashing of flesh and viscera as they slide They slide one human into the other human as the foot. And then it's like just some horrible power, like Megazord. Takara felt it needed more gimmicks. And the robots are fine. Why stop bringing the humans into it? One of the weirdest idea. It gets weirder. Action Masters. Transformers they didn't transform but came with weapons and vehicles that did transform. Oh, Action Masters is... I remember there's like... You could get those like little tiny robots. And the little tiny robots could also combine into a big transformer if they wanted to. But mostly they just turned into smaller things for the bigger transformer to use. It was all very sort of dominant and submissive. Like the bigger, more powerful transformer would wield the smaller transformers. But they could kind of like stand on each other's shoulders and put on a trench coat if they were up for it. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'll go talk to the other monkey later. Oh no. Yeah, see, I want some of those TP ones for Zoro as well. When I can start combat just doing all of their most powerful moves from the start, that's when I'm set. That's when they've got enough starting TP. Yeah, see. Luffy's arm just catches fire because he really wants his arm to catch fire. That is, for the long time, the explanation for it. It is now also the canon explanation for it. So, yeah, you thought that Robin having a move called Spank was fetishy. Like, it really lingered on the feet just being there. Like, she could have just had a big foot come out, kick it, but no, it's just like, hey, look at my big feet. Stomp, 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 stomp. Like, Oda really leaning hard into all kinds of fetishes. Right, I need to go up here and to the left. I fast travelled over here, and in hindsight, it probably would have been quicker for me just to walk over. Exactly. She has a literal step on me mommy move. That is Robin. That is her role. I hope this is us getting Brook back. Because I want Brook. We've been playing for so long without him. For no reason. Like, I know they invented a reason, but there was no reason. Ah!
よかったわね、ブルック。でもこの氷どこから来たのかしら。
I wonder if you cloned
砂人の意向で風の巨像を倒した後、いくつかの竜巻が発生し消えるのを見た。雷鳴の意向でイカズチの巨像を倒した時はしばらく落雷が止まらなかった。
Oh, okay.
巨像を倒すことで意向に溜め込まれていた力が解放されてしまうんだ。
So, okay, yeah, so we defeat the Ice Colossus, so the wall gets frozen for a bit.
巨像を倒した影響だろうな。危険かもしれねえから触るんじゃないぜ。な、話を聞きやがれ。あ、私の体。なん私の氷漬けの体飲み込まれてしまいました。
But yeah, if you cloned Brook from like a hair from his afro, could he inhabit the clone body?
よし、みんな準備できてるな。ギアセカンド。
I guess you'd have to make sure it was a clone with no soul.
レッドホーク。
These are just non-transformable action figures, like Transformer-style GI Joes that came with transformable cars. Oh, that's kind of lazy. I'm thinking of Transformers Armada with the Minicons. Ah, yeah, Minicons. Yes, and yes, there was a video game. I remember people. I'd never played it, obviously, because you might have guessed. I'm not a massive fan of Transformers, hence my general ignorance on the subject. But I have seen people play the game. It looked fun. Like, I like the idea of Transformers. It's just one of those franchises that kind of had a bit too much kind of in lots of different directions, so it was hard to get into.
どこに行ったの？あ？
I bet Brooke's gonna cut his way out of the walrus and then be like, ice. I actually don't know any of Brooke's moves names, but he does ice moves.
私たちまだ全ての力を取り戻していないわよ。
やるぞ。あの炎のやつを倒してブルックを探すんだ。よし、みんな準備できてるな。サード、ゴムゴムのギガントピストル。
If the Fire Colossus is here, then does that mean we don't have to go to its temple? Let's go! Fetish! Activate! You'd think she'd burn her feet as well doing that, but apparently not. Apparently not. What's my best option here, Nami? Thunderlance Temper, really? Alright, you say so. The movies didn't help. Yeah. Bumblebee was good, but everything between Revenge of the Fallen and Bumblebee was a slog to get through. Yeah, I do feel bad for people who were fans of Transformers watching the Transformers movie. Like, for me, who didn't have really any stake in it, it was like, the first one was okay, and the other ones are there too, and Bumblebee was okay. Yeah. Look at my boy!
ブルック、元に戻れたのか。
はい、お待たせしました。私ブルック、体を取り戻してここに復活いたしました。よ
し、これで全員揃った。
よかったなブルック。
よやっと皆さんのお役に立てる時が来ました。皆さんと一緒に冒険ができず、私とても寂しかったですよ。
Fagler's like, okay, well, I'll just stand here and allow this to happen, I guess. Alright, let's see what Brooks got. Yeah, so solid. How has Red Hawk got 10,000 attack if he's resistant to burn? I'll just go with pistol again. Transform moves are like Resident Evil moves. Each one ignored what happened the last move to do whatever they wanted now. That is, yeah, that is an apt. As a massive Resident Evil fan, the pain I felt watching each of those. Not that I watched all of them, but as each of those Resident Evil movies came out, I imagine the same pain you felt as a Transformers fan watching the Transformers movies came out. Like, just the most incidental relation to the source material. I don't think this is going to work. I clicked on it and then went, oh, hang on, this is a psychological attack. Yeah, I did 10 damage. Don't burn my skeleton. Alright, Chopper, can you raise... No. Here's what we're going to do. Ooh! Can you raise all TP? Yeah! That's the ticket. I want to see the other moves. Okay, we're now going to need to get Brooke back up, because... Hang on. Going a lot of effort here. We've gone a really long time to unlock Brooke, and I want to do some stuff with him, so God damn it, I'm going to keep him alive. Oh, I didn't do barely any damage, but goddamn, it looked cool. Oh, I really want to ask her. I don't care if it's resistant. I want to see it. Oh, I thought it'd be the... Oh, okay, I guess it wasn't the one I was thinking it was going to be. I thought it'd be a pop green. Alright, well, Brooke has died again. Brooke, I need you to try just a little bit harder. Yeah, that is a pretty good summation of the Resident Evil franchise. I agree. I think the first one was good, and I also think the second one was okay. But then after that, it got really bad. Yeah, and then as you said, yeah, by the third the world was ended, and then they did 4 more movies where it's like, well, yeah, what exactly are you fighting for? Alright, Usopp, unfortunately I don't think you're super useful in this fight, because all of your attacks do ice damage, fire damage. Zoro's probably more useful. So yeah, let's get Zoro in. Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket. Can you revive? No, you can heal. You can't revive. That's fine. I have a few of these.
よ助かりますチョッパーさん。先手を打たせていただきます。ソウルソリッド。
Please stop hitting my skeleton, thank you. I've only just got him, and you keep knocking him over, and I don't like it.
強えな。サードゴムゴムのギガントピストル。俺の方はいつでもいいぞ。鬼キリ。
There we go.
これで初めて戦った時の
なんだこいつとやり合うのは2度目なのか。
あの時はアディオに助けられたが今回は俺たちの勝ちだ。
I love the contrast of Luffy and Zoro just sort of standing mostly still, and then fucking Brook and Chopper chuckling at, just jumping around like a bunch of chuckle fucks. Yeah! So yes, we don't even. Is there not even a fire temple that we need to do to? They are the best chuckle fucks. They're the best. I wonder if I could get like Frankie and Usopp on as well. On a Frankie, Usopp, Brook, and Chopper on a team where they'll all just dance around like morons at the end. Ah, he's finally starting to show himself as being the evil guy I knew he was. Every single time, if there's an original character, they're going to be the main bad guy in a One Piece video game.
その電電虫、お前がくすねてやがったか。
いろいろ便利なんでな。で、何の用だ。
ワフルドからの危険信号を本部が受信した。アディオ、お前の仕業だな。行動が早い船はワフルドへ向けてもう動き始めているぞ。
構わねえさ。できるだけ多くの軍艦を集めたいからな。一度にたくさん呼べる方が手間が少なくていい。
お前まさか神の息吹を。
ああ、結界は解けた。神の息吹を手に入れるのも時間の問題だ。
バカ野郎、そいつが軍に知れたらバスターコールの標的になるぞ。てめえ、本当に犯罪者になり下がるつもりか。
今さらかよ。世界政府の作った法に照らせば俺はすでに凶悪なテロリストのはずだぜ。
数百年もの間、いわれのない罪を背負い迫害にも苦しめられた一族だ。お前が世界政府に恨みを抱くのも理解できないわけじゃねえ。だが神の息吹をもってなせるのは破壊しかねえ。そんなことをしてもお前たち一族の汚名は注げねえだろうが。
お前たち
か。アディオ、お前と話しても拉致が開かねえ。いつも一緒にいた ポロロッカとかいう相棒はどうした？あいつはお前ほど石頭じゃなかったはずだ。
さあな。
おい、どういうことだアディオ？ポロロッカはいねえのか？
Oh, was poor Rocco his partner from the flashback?
お前のために言ってんだぜ。
神の息吹の封印が解けた。蓋が開いてしまったか。つぎ込めるだけの軍艦を派遣しろ。世界に知られる前にあの異物を消し去るのだ。
ルフィたちが全ての力を取り戻したらこの冒険も終わる。そうしたら私本当のことを話してルフィたちに謝らなきゃ。いくらアディオのためでもみんなをルフィをもう一度あんな辛い目に遭わせてしまった。
Oh, until I said he was an original character, you thought he was someone from the show introduced after I stopped watching. No, here Lim and Adio are both original characters for this game.
ルフィは私のことを友達って呼んでくれた。もうこれ以上みんなに嘘はつけないの。そう。でもあなたは友達を失うのが怖いのね。うん。でもたとえそれで嫌われてしまっても本当のことを言わなきゃ。このまま嘘をつき続けるのはもっと嫌なの。
The plot is finally starting to thicken. Can I run around as Brooke? No! Why am I not allowed to run around as the two tallest characters? How dare you? How dare you, One Piece?
これでみんな揃った。あとは最後のメモリアへの冒険。
聞きなさい。魂に響くこの音。
ホームポイント。
Yeah! I
確保。エルフ。
いつでもいいぞ。
Oh, we don't get to see Chopper's transformations in in anything much anymore. We're going to see them enough. They're delightful. I kind of wish he'd walk around in Horn Point a bit more than he does as well. Boost the attack of all crew members for 5 turns. Oh, yeah, that's... Giving you straight, from where we think I left off, would it be easier for watching the series or looking at clips on YouTube and getting the cliff notes? The anime's hard to recommend after Eni's Lobby because the pacing kind of takes a nosedive. One Piece really would benefit once it's finished from having like a Kai version where it like cuts out all of the fluff and really does the pacing. I would always recommend the manga over the anime, personally. There are people who prefer the anime, but it's hard because we are talking of like Eni's Lobby ended in 2006, so we're talking like 16 years worth of development. So it's hard to recommend just reading the cliff notes on that. My lady actually prefers watching over reading. I mean, I would say in that case then watching it over the cliff notes. I just feel like there's certain stuff where if you don't have all the build-up, it just falls flat. Oh, I love Brooke. Brooke doesn't get enough respect. How is growing horns turning him into a mole? Because he's a deer. They're not even sharp horns, they're round. Exactly. Perfect for digging and burrowing. Like a deer does. Watch this one though. Now, I like Horn Point. I think Kung Fu Point is dumb. But I don't begrudge it. Wait, where's Brooke? Brooke didn't get... Brooke didn't get knocked out today. And I didn't notice. I left off 13 years ago. Yeah, Eni's lobby. Because I remember very distinctly showing my friend who I was trying to get into One Piece the Gum Gum Jet Gatling from the end of Eni's lobby. Like a week before me and him went to Japan, and that was in 2006. This is my frame of reference for things. I see the body that sank as a skeleton. She's like, oh, not really that bothered. Okay. I might call it here, just because... Yeah, it's 11:45. And I'm pretty sure the next one is the last one, but I'm pretty sure the next one's like a proper length one again, not like Marineford, so we can't like plow through it. But I think it's just Dressrosa is the next cube. Not spoilers, but it was in the trailer. It's just Dressrosa, and then the kind of the end of the game. So we'll call it there, and I will stream tomorrow because. Like I said, my original intention today was just to stream the whole game, and I got bogged down with doing the side content earlier today. What I would like to do, hang on, let me. I've saved, so I can always quit out if it's the case. Let me just see if I can, because what I would like to be able to do is do the side content if I can. Because I can play. Because I'm not going to bed. I'm going to stay up for a couple more hours. I'm just going to stop streaming. So I can see if I can do the side content. But if I say yeah, does this lock me into Dressrosa, or can I? Kung Fu Point is a treat. He gets fat, and somehow that makes him an Asian and a master of martial arts. Yeah, like that TV show Sumo. Wasn't she gonna like stop lying to us and tell us the truth? What happened to that? Oh, he's being all villainous and ominous. Alright. If I speak to... Well, all I'm going to check is basically if I speak to Lim... We got to say Robin. Okay, that's Robin just waxing lyrical on... Do I get a choice? No, it's just going to send me to Dressrosa, isn't it? Leo Bazooka. I think that's just... Actually, I don't know what that one is. The Billion-Fold World Triclo... Oh. Hang on, we'll skip this. The billionfold world trikilo... I can't even pronounce it. Trikiloticosm. Apparently, my friend texted me in great detail explaining this joke. It is apparently a really, really complex Japanese pun that just doesn't translate at all. But it's something to do with like it's something to do with Buddha and the there's a whole thing about it. A lot of Zoro's moves are puns, and apparently this is like a pun of a pun on a pun. It apparently is incredibly funny in Japanese. Oh, and Frankie's got his max cola charge, where he puts in 3 bottles of cola. So I think we're running out of moves. I think that's pretty much all the moves we're going to get for the Straw Hats. Maybe one final move at the end. That's amazing, because no one wears bras, and yet no one sags. Gravity One Piece must be wild. Oh, yeah. It's one of the advantages of the One Piece universe. Gravity is slightly lower than normal. That's why when Luffy uses his rubber powers to slingshot his friends into walls and things, they don't take as much damage because the gravity's slightly lower. Isn't Leo Bazooka the fire bazooka? Oh, you might be right. You might be right. I was. I'm just disappointed that he doesn't have more gigant moves, because he's only got the 1 Gear 3 move. And he's got Gigant Gatling and Gigant Bazooka and Gigant Rifle. And then there's the Kong. He's got a whole set of Kong attacks that we haven't unlocked. And then this is going to unlock Gear 4. So this is going to be a preview, I guess, because I'm going to reload the save in a second. Because it's not going to... What I wanted to do is be able to revisit the other areas in between now and tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to let me do that. Oh yeah, hey Pika. So we're quite far, we're joining quite far into Dressrosa. Oh, and the cage is set up as well. Yeah, bounce man. It's I think annoyingly they've saved quite a lot, I'm guessing, for DLC. Oh yeah, I forgot that they pieced out. Yeah. One Piece is quite a complicated story, and there is a very complicated and multi-threaded narrative. But a lot of the arcs do end with Luffy beating a guy up. It's like, how did Alabasta end? Luffy beat a guy up. Okay. How did Enies Lobby end? Luffy beat a guy up. Alright. How did Thriller Bark end? Luffy beat a guy up. How did Marineford end? Ah! Luffy got beaten up. Twist. And to be fair, he didn't beat anyone up at the end of the Amazons either. But a lot of the arcs, 70% of the arcs, end with Luffy either beating a guy up or getting beaten up. Yahoo!
マリンフォードの事件で自分たちの力を知った一味はそれぞれに力をつけ2年後に再集結を果たした。道中海賊のトラファルガーロード
This is a really brief summary of everything that happened between Marineford and Dressrosa. There were 2 whole arcs between Marineford and Dressrosa that they just summarized by they went away and got stronger.
国に渦巻く闇を知りドフラミンゴの討伐を決意する。
I feel like Fishman Island would have been perfect for an RPG. Like, there's an entire, like, gang of fishermen that they have to fight. Again, maybe they'll do it as DLC. Maybe they'll do it as DLC. Alright, so I'm just going to see if it lets me leave, and I don't think it will, because it's done. It never does. Cannot access now. Okay, cool. What I'll do is I'll reload the save then, and we'll just have to rewatch that section tomorrow, because I'm going to go and fiddle around with my accessories, so I don't have to do it on screen, so I can try and like power everyone up and yeah, faff about with a few bits and bobs. I was hoping I could go and do some side quests, but apparently I'm not allowed to. And then we'll pick this up and finish this tomorrow. I might start a bit early just because it's a work night, just in case 4 hours isn't enough. So I might try and start around sort of 6-ish. Yeah, you got to keep the best for the DLC. I have bought the season pass, so I will come back to this when the DLC comes out. So, because I had to buy the version that came with the DLC to get Soga King, and I'm a simple man. I like Soga King. You say to me, you got to buy this version and get Soga King. I'm going to buy this version. Dragon Ball of the High Seas. Every arc ends with Goku beating someone up with a new hair color. Yeah, pretty much. Or longer hair. But twist, in the Cell Saga, he just helped his son beat up the guy with new hair. He didn't beat anyone up on the Amazon island, but Hancock would have liked taking a pounding from Luffy. She absolutely would have. She is very... Yes. Again, a whole new batch of doujins off the back of just one woman. I'm not going to make a joke about her failing to make Luffy rock hard. Too easy, low-hanging fruit. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll finish this off. Like I said, it is really like, I mean, getting 100% is probably still going to take me a little while longer because there's a couple of, like, one of the things I need to do. There better be, by the way, some really good post-game content because one of the achievements is to level everyone up to 70, and I'm at level 40. And I don't realistically see me getting more than like 5 levels of XP from doing the rest of the game. So there better be some really good ways to level up. Otherwise, I might not bother and just might wait and see whether the DLCs level me up and then get the achievements then. Because, yeah, I am not grinding 30 levels of XP for an achievement. God damn. And that's every character. You have to get to level 70 as well. Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, Usopp's like Brook isn't even level 40 yet. God dang it. Anyway, yeah, we'll pick this up tomorrow and we'll finish it off, and then yeah, and then that'll be One Piece Odyssey done. And next week I have committed. So I was and in between Forspoken and Dead Space, and I played the Forspoken demo, and I don't think I like it. But it's a really bad demo, so I don't know if it's just a really bad demo or if the game's bad. Actually, I don't even think the game's bad. I think it's just not for me. I liked the concept, and I liked the look of the character and stuff, but actually playing it feels kind of bad. Basically everyone's take on Forspoken. Yeah, it seems to be very divisive from what I've been reading. Some people think it's really good and some people are kind of torn on it, and I feel like I'm on that side, and it's hard to pay 70 quid for a game that isn't part of a franchise or a sequel to something that I already know I'm going to like. For example, Resident Evil 4. Quite happy to buy that. I like Resident Evil. Pretty sure I'm going to enjoy Resident Evil 4 Remake. I've played the original. This game, One Piece. I like One Piece, even if this game's... I have complaints about this game. I'm enjoying the One Piece aspect of it. But the I haven't seen a single person that praised the game. I don't know anyone liked it. Some people, my understanding is that it's kind of, some people are like, yeah, I really like this, and some people, and there's quite a lot of vocal people who are really against it. One of the complaints, and they have addressed this to their fairness, but I feel like it's one of those things you really should pick up on, is that, and I did notice this during the demo, is that the main character and her talking bracelet talk way too much. Like, everything that you do, they comment on. Like, mid-battle, end of battle, just running around, seeing things, unlocking stuff, climbing, picking up items, sleeping, going into menus and stuff. It's just, you can apparently, there is a dial in the menu to turn down the amount of talking they all do. But, yeah. It's my big pet peeve in games where characters just talk without without having anything to say. Plague Tale did it, and it irritated me. And this, I feel, would probably be the same. The Biomutant was also very similar in that there was just so much dialogue and nothing was being said. So the character's woman. That did not have any of that. No casual sexism here. Thank you. Yeah, it's just I like the premise. I like isekais, and I like the premise of it. You know, that she's been summoned to this other world and she's got magical powers and stuff. But I don't know. There's just something about the combat felt kind of floaty, and it was really hard to intentionally do stuff. But the demo just gives you so many spells and abilities from the start, and not really any time to get used to them. So it might just be that I was using them wrong, but it just felt like I was trying to do one thing and she'd do another thing, and it's like, no, I need to press that one. You need to tap or you need to press, and there were so many different sort of combinations of things that you could do, and I just by the end of it, I just defaulted to flicking R2 and using my sword attacks because. And occasionally charging and using the punch attacks, because I was like, this works. The other stuff just I tried to engage with it and it just didn't really do anything for me. And I was okay at it. There was an extra challenge where you had to fight apparently a quite powerful boss, and I kicked its ass. I was like, well, I'm doing something right. I just don't find what I'm doing very fun. So you probably strangled my mother all day today. She was talking to herself. I mean, real life's another. Real people are fine. Ish. I probably would annoy me if someone was doing it in real life, but it's just video games. It's just it's okay for people to be quiet if you don't have anything meaningful for them to say. I like the banter in Uncharted, for example, where characters would. They would have a back and forth, and there'd be a report, and it'd be entertaining. There's a purpose to that dialogue. But then, yeah, there are other games where they just talk and talk and talk. And it's like, shut up. What was? No, Last of Us is pretty good for it. Both. I don't remember the first or the second game being. I remember them being quite good on. The dialogue, there was a nice balance in The Last of Us. I feel like that's got the perfect balance in both games, where characters talk and don't talk, and when they talk, it's something normally at least interesting. Japanese people absolutely hate silence. They have to be talking. Maybe it is a Japanese thing, although Plague Tale's French, I think, or it's European anyway, and that had the exact same problem. So I don't think it's universal. I think it is just one of those things where I don't know, they have a lot of time to record dialogue, so they do, and then they don't really think about whether it's going to be irritating or not to hear these characters talking all the time. Anyway, my point was, with all this, is that I had a choice between Forspoken and Dead Space, and yeah, like I said, I was not sold on the demo of Forspoken. If it reviews really well, and it gets cheap later on in the year, I might pick it up and try it out, but I think I'm going to skip it for now. Dead Space, however, I have played a little bit of the original, and I like survival horrors. So I feel like it's a pretty safe bet that I'm going to enjoy the remake. So next Saturday we'll play some Dead Space. So horror, visceral gore, and killing aliens with power tools, I think, is what you do in that game. I have only played like the first hour of it. So yeah, excited to learn what Dead Space is all about for finally. But yeah, like I said, be back tomorrow for more One Piece, and then so yeah, if I see you then, I will see you then. Thanks for watching. If you guys did, guys, I'm gonna go to, well, not to sleep, as I said. I'm not even going anywhere. I'm just gonna turn the button off and then sit here. I'm going nowhere. You can go wherever, or you can also. I've talked so long that the screen's gone into standby. You can stay there. You can do what you want. Be the master of your own destiny. I don't know. Bye.